Hi everyone, this is Devansh. Welcome to the next session of machine learning. In the previous session, we took a look of what is machine learning, what kind of different machine learnings are there, supervised, unsupervised, reinforced. We took a look how to create an account on Azure. We learned what are the different features of Azure, and we also learned how to create a project, how to upload data on Azure for machine learning. Now in this session, we will learn how to actually create a machine learning model. So I have listed down 9 steps for a successful machine learning model. One is that we have already done, data upload, feature selection. We have to split the data, write the algorithm, then we have to train the model, score the model, evaluate it. If required, we will need to hypertune it and then deploy it. Okay, so let's not waste any time and jump on to directly Azure. Now, this is our canvas that I said I'll be using the word canvas or experiment. Okay. Now, we don't have any experiment over here. We have our project, which is this, and in that we have our data attached. In dataset, we see this is the data that is attached. Now let's create the first model. That is, let's click on new blank experiment. Save data set, my data set. I drag and drop this here. Right click, I visualize, it will roll. So this is the data that we checked. And now, as I said, we will not be using all the data. I need some of the data from this data set. So what I will do is I will pick up a module to select the certain columns or certain data that we require. Now for that, if I need certain columns from the entire data set, it means I need to transform my data. So you have panel that looks like this on your left. What you have to do is you have to go for data transformation, manipulation, select columns in dataset, and you drag and drop it right here. Let me bring it in the middle. Now this is my entire data set, and this model or this module will help me to pick certain columns that I require. So what I will do is, now these are not connected. How will this module get the data? So I need to create a data pipeline. The easiest way to create a data pipeline here is you drag and connect to this. Now, right now, I have created a data pipeline, but data is not processed. To do that, I need to run it. Launch column selector on the right, and I need whether they survived or not, and I need their gender, and I check. Now I run. Cool. Now you see a check mark over here, and I can actually right click, visualize, and I see if I check on this, I see I have survived and I have gender. But survive is into numeric and gender is into string. So we know it is not going to work in the model because it is in alphabets, right? It's in string feature. I need to convert it into categorical feature. So I'll cross this, and to convert this into categorical feature, what I need to do is I need to do the data transformation. So I'll come under data transformation And what I have to do is I have to do the manipulation. So I've already entered manipulation. Or what I have to do is I have to edit the metadata. So I'll pick this here. I'll make it a little smaller just to avoid the cluttering looks. I connect this to this and I launch the column selector. I pick up this, pick up sex, take it here, click a check. So column selected is this. What is the data type? It was string. And I need to change it into, make it categorical. And when I do that, I need to run it. Now when I'm running it, what it is doing, it ran this as well as it ran this. It ran both. But I did not need to run this because it has already ran. I only had to run this. So next time, what we will do, we will select the module which we want to run. We will not run everything. Okay. Now I have selected now I have done the metadata change from string to categorical. Let's take a look. Survived, it shows numeric. Gender, now it shows categorical. Cool. Now once this is done, I have my entire data or the sample data in the right format. What I have to do is I need to split this data into two parts. One part we will use to train our machine learning model. The second part of the data we will use to test our model, whether our model is doing or functioning correctly or not. So to split the data, what we have to do is we need another module. And that module is, and that is also under data transformation, and we need to split. So we come and sample and split, and I pick and drop it here, split the data. And I need to create a data pipeline. It's connected. And do I need to split it 50-50? No, the best way is split it 70-30 or 75-25. Let me do it 70. Do I need a randomized split? Yes. Random seed, set it to 1 so that every time you have the same sample. Okay. Stratified split, true or false? I am assuming you know stratified sampling. So it's a similar concept, stratified split. What it will do is, if it is false, it does not give the equal opportunity and it does not take the equal proportion from different varieties or different sets of data. If it is stratified split is yes, then it gives a equal proportion or equal representation of each feature of data. Now let it be false. We'll come to stratified in the second part, in the next part. And I need to only run this. So what I will do is I select this and I say run selected. So what it will do, it will run only this. Otherwise it would have run this, the second one, and then the third one. Okay, now the split data has already ran. What I have to do is I need to, now the algorithm comes in picture. Which algorithm I need to run on this data, on my training data and on tested data. Okay, so it says dataset 1, dataset 2. Dataset 1 is what? The 70%, which is this. 70% is our training data. Dataset 2 is our 30%, which is tested data. So on train data, on which algorithm we are going to train our data for a classification problem, right? So close this data transformation. We're done with it. We come to machine learning, and I need to initiate a model, correct? So I pick up the right algorithm. How you will get the right algorithm is, let's come here and I give this cheat sheet. Docs.microsoft is, you download your cheat sheet from here. I can show you how it looks. It is right over here. Download machine learning algorithm cheat sheet. You download it. I've already downloaded and it looks like this. One cheat sheet is right here. Another cheat sheet is right here. Slow. What do you want to do? This will help you. Okay, use this. Second, It has a link you can read through, but as I said in the starting, I'm assuming you guys already are good at data modeling and statistics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do two-class decision forest, because we want to predict whether the person survived in the accident or not. Now let's come back to our console. Where it's gone? Okay, it's right here. Two-class decision forest. I assign it here. And now I need to train my system or train my model. So I close this. I come to train, and initializing model itself, I come to train the model. Right? Now to train the model, what I have to do is, one data is coming from here. The algorithm is coming from here. On which algorithm I am training? And this is data. I can right click and I can delete. Now if you hover on it, it is untrained model. On which algorithm I'm training this model? So algorithm is this two-class decision forest. I connect algorithm, and what is the data that I'm using? I'm using the training data, right? So this is that 70% training data, and I connect this. Go a little left. So this is how it looks currently. Let me make it a little smaller so that it fits in the screen and you guys can see how it looks like. Don't worry about the complexity. It's the simplest way I can teach. I'm teaching. All right. Now launch the column selector. I'm going to check on gender. Check here. Now let me run it all. All right, it's running. Now we have trained our model. We need to score it. For scoring, again, right above train, I have score the model. Now for scoring the model, what we have to understand is one flow will be from the train model. How we are scoring? We are scoring using the data on which we have to test, isn't it? So this is score model, and let me run all. Just select run selected because it takes some time, but as the data is very small, it doesn't make much of difference. Now we have done the scoring of the model. Right click, visualize, and we see that this 393, which is 30% of our overall data, survived, sex, score levels, and score probabilities. Now we see the guys who are above 50, which means this guy survived. Male, 85 survived. This female is male and it's actually survived. I should have done it another way. So slight change. I'm going to train launch model not sex. Launch model on back. Survived or not. Everything remains same, and now run everything again. And visualize. We see that this guy survived, this guy not survived. It's male. This guy, according to data, it survived, but now according to model, it did not survive because the probability is less than 50%. And if it is exactly 50, it means he survived. Above 50 also survived. So this female, it says that it did not survive, but in reality, she actually survived. The probability was of surviving was 73. Okay, so this is how you're going to check. Now, our this the mean, median, min, max, standard deviation, unique values, missing values 0. Okay. All right. Across this, what we have to do is after scoring model, what we have to do? We have to evaluate. We need to understand whether this model is evaluated. It's right here, but you can actually, let's say that you don't know what is where. You can just type over here and then drag and drop. Connect score model to evaluate model, run selected. It's running. All right. So now I can right click, I can visualize. This looks pretty decent. Around accuracy must be around 73% something. Go data set. Now if I scroll down, good, accuracy is around 78%. All right. So this is called the confusion matrix. So true positive is these are the guys who we think they survived and they actually survived. And I've actually created the confusion matrix for you right now. So 108 is the guys who we think survived and they actually survived. And true negative is the people who we thought or who according to data actually died, and by the model also they actually did not survive. So we thought they survived, they actually survived. We thought they died, they not survived, they actually did not survive. And this is it. It was observed that they did not survive, but according to model, they actually survived. And this is opposite. They did not. They survived, but they actually did not survive. So plus plus survived and survived, minus minus not survived, not survived. Here not survived, but according to model, it survived. And plus minus is false. False positive is actually we thought they survived, but actually they did not survive. How do we actually test what is the accuracy? So accuracy is we thought they survived and survived. We thought they did not survive and they did not survive. So we add this and divide by the total. So 108 plus 202 divided by 108 plus 40 plus 202 plus 43. This is what I've done over here. If you do that, you get 78%. This number. 78% looks a pretty good accuracy, but what we know is there is always a chance for improvement. Now, this is your first machine learning model. Congrats. In the next session, what I will teach you is how can we increase the accuracy of the model, or actually I've listed it down over here. Steps in refining machine learning model. I'm going to tell you how to summarize the data, select more features, because right now we have selected only 2 features. And I'll tell you how to clean them, how to append missing data, or how to clean the missing data, how to stratify the data, tune the hyperparameters, compare the algorithms. All right, guys. Thank you so much. This is Devansh signing off. I'll connect with you in the next session. Bye-bye.